Welcome to NewYorkTrue.com. Today, the 1991 Crown Heights riots became a 2013 mayoral campaign issue. During separate press conferences today on other topics, both Bill de Blasio and Joe Lhota were asked about de Blasio's involvement as a young staffer in the Dinkins administration. De Blasio was quite precise in his answer to a question about his, quote, experience at, close quote, the Crown Heights riots.
I wasn't at it, and that's why I wanted your article did get that right. And I wanted, since you said at, I want to confirm I was not there on the site.
You were part of the process while it was going on.
Greg, with all due respect, I appreciate your article. Again, I'm going to be a little bit clear with people. When people make inaccurate statements, I'm going to address them. I was in City Hall working on the staff. I did receive calls from concerned community leaders around the city, and that's all. I was not in strategic meetings. I was not on the site. I came away with very strong views, but I did not participate directly. I just need to be crystal clear about that.
What would you do differently?
I've said it to you and I've said it publicly. There should have been a very, very strong show of force from the very beginning.
When asked about it at an afternoon press conference, Lhota was quick to criticize de Blasio, faulting him for, by Lhota's analysis, failing as a young staffer to adequately inform his then-boss, Bill Lynch, of calls and information that de Blasio received during the riots.
So many people have said, both on the record and under testimony, that he was given information during that period of time. Bill Lynch, when he testified, said no one gave him information. Bill Lynch was under oath. That information was needed to have David Dinkins, to be put in David Dinkins' hands at the time. We had, as the Gigante report said, and as I believe the New York Times said, dealing with that riot that happened in Crown Heights was an unmitigated failure because information wasn't being given to the people at the top. Bill de Blasio was given information by people in the community. They've all testified to that effect, and it stayed there. It stayed with Bill de Blasio. Yes,
so
he has a role to play here.
What should voters take away from that experience? Like, what should voters take away from that information at this point, so many years later?
It's so emblematic and of Bill de Blasio's complete and total experience to be the mayor. He doesn't understand what you need to do to be as a mayor. He worked as a mayoral staffer. He didn't provide information up to his boss. That's just purely understanding a chain of command.
What information exactly are you talking about that he had and didn't pass on?
If you read your newspaper, there were numerous people who said that they had spoken to him, and that Bill Lynch, who's passed away, and unfortunately we can't talk to Bill about this, but we do have his testimony on record where he said nobody on his staff gave him any information. That's where the disconnect is.
Okay, but there's no specific fact that you think that he had and withheld?
I have no idea at the time what happened. I was doing everything I could at that time to get David Dinkins out of office and recruited Giuliani the mayor.